Okay, so this was a long, fun one for me. Georgia's legislative site is even worse than Texas's, if that can be possible. So, anyways, here I am, Georgia site. This is familiar to you because you've been poking around, right? So you go, you do the. I did your bill because I wanted to find it, and it was incredibly difficult to find it, by the way. But here we go. So HB 127, right? Find the legislation. Here it is. All this stuff. Okay, so if you look at HB 127, which is the one you're talking about, if you come down here, this is kind of your bread and butter. This is going to tell you the dates to look at in the archives. Now, as I was clicking through, here's something to take note of. Like if you look through these, okay, this is a passage. So it passed the House on the 6th, right? But if you start looking at the Senate, look at this. Motion to remove from the table. So they tried to table it, like kill the bill. Motion to table again. And these all happen on the 2nd. Shall the ruling of the chair be? So the chair tried to do something funny and they won't sustain it. Motion to resolve, they're debating. Like there was a whole bunch of drama on the Senate floor for this thing. Look at this. Shall the ruling of the chair be sustained? Like this is just, look, motion to consider resolve. Motion to table again. They tried to kill it again. Passage by substitute. Totally. Well, okay, so passage by substitute, yes. But then when you come to the bottom vote, motion for reconsideration failed. So this bill died. I actually looked it up. It's dead. This bill did not pass. But I wanted to see the motions to going through like how to get to where I wanted to in the archives, and it was insanely convoluted. Very bizarre that kind of like Texas, you guys have two separate video websites for your chambers. So again, very bizarre, but okay. So we've got all the data we need right here, right? These are the dates. These are what's important. So first I went one by one. So I started at the very bottom. No, not on this one. On the main page. Where is it? Here we go. Main page. Go to the very, very bottom. You've got the House and you got the Senate. In the House, you've got House Archives. If you open into new tab, I'm not going to do it because it'll pop up at the end, but I've already got it open. So it opens up to this thing, right? So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to chase it down in committee. So we see in House, it's in the House first readers, House hoppers. Okay, House committee favorably reported, which means it was voted on in the committee, which is the Education Committee, by the way. So you've got, like, this is going to give you your bread and butter up here, right? House Education. You probably knew that. Okay, so House favorably reported, 228. Okay, fun. So I clicked all House floor and committee video archives. Now remember, I got to this from the bottom of the main page. Main page, House archive videos. Okay, so it comes to this. I click that, and it pops open my legislative sessions. Let's see, all House floor committee archives. Let me just open the link, see where it goes. And it always pops up way over here. I don't know why. Archives. So then this thing, right? You got to this. You know what this looks like. So when you click on the education, how bizarre is this? Okay, so education, these are the dates they met and that they have videos for. But remember, if you go back to the bill, it was on 228 that it passed that committee. So where's February 28th on here? Like it's not. It's not on here at all. There's a February 27th, but there's not a February 28th. There's not even a subcommittee for February 28th. So like, I don't know why it's not recorded. It's not in here, but I did. So then I was like, oh, I clicked through, I actually listened to February 27th in here. I went to this one and I clicked through it, and it, like, your committees suck. Like they don't give the bill numbers at the bottom like some committees do. So like I tried to click through and listen to it and I legitimately couldn't find it. Okay, so I was like, okay, it's not in the committees. That's fine. I'm going to go to the next step, which is I want to see it pass the House. Passes the House March 6th right here, right? Passes the House. Okay. All right, so back over here. I'm back in the video archives. I can go to House floor archives, right? And check this out. So then I go March 6th. There were 3 sessions in March 6th. This is day 28, March 6th, AM, PM, PM2. And I went through all of them. because I wanted to know. So I clicked through. These ones were actually really convenient to look at because you don't have to really, if you want to find it, you don't have to do, if you see how I'm like scrolling, they have the bill numbers at the bottom and they're pretty easy to see. Like right there, you can see that is HB, like HB 20, or sorry, look, HB 532. You can see that right there in the video. So you just scroll until you find HB 111, HB. Okay, so I went through all 3 days. So here, all 3 sessions in that day. So here's the first one. It was the AM session. It wasn't in it. I went to the second one. I scrolled. Look, 360. Yep, went through all of it. Okay, I didn't find 127. And it happened to be on the 3rd day. So it popped up. So if you wanted to look, day 28, March 6th, on the very 3rd video, at exactly 116, right here, right? At 116 is when they start doing 127. So that's where I found it on the House floor. Now, if you look at the thing, like it passed the House floor pretty crazy fast, right? I think the drama was really in the Senate. So then I wanted to see the Senate side, right? I said, okay, I'm going to go look for this Senate committee favorability report by substitute. I scrolled back up here. I'm looking at education and youth. Okay, so like you can go to that part in the House of Representatives on the floor that we just discussed. It's the 3rd video from March 6th at 116, okay? All right, now come over here. Now we're doing Senate. So if you go back to the flag page and you go Senate Video Resources, let's see where this thing pops up. Okay, it pops up right here. Senate Video Resources. Now this looks weird because you don't see 24, you don't see 25. So I wanted to start in the committee. I know that this thing went through the committee on 3/28. So what I did was I go Senate Committee Video Archives. Down here, okay, click here, clicking those. Scroll down. Where is it? Education and youth, right? That's where it was. Now it popped up to this page. I click meeting archives up here on the top, right here. Boom, it opened. But here's the funny business again. Remember we said this thing, where is it? Where's the bill? Went through at 3/28. Is this the, yeah, education? There is no 3/28. It goes only to 3/27. So I don't understand, like, and as you keep going, like it just, it's chronological. So it's not there. Basically, it's not there. And I went through again and I clicked through this because I wanted to see myself. I clicked through 3/27 thinking, okay, maybe they just got the dates wrong. Nope, there was no 1/27 in this committee hearing, which I don't understand, like, what's up with Georgia. So their committees videos aren't corresponding with the dates. But the other thing that was interesting on this particular bill was it says it's reported by substitute. So I don't know if that means that, like, it went to a different committee, or I don't know how that happened. And I don't know really what that means. And maybe that's why it wasn't in the Senate committee. But it still doesn't explain why I can't find the archive version of the House committee from 2/28. Okay, fine. 2/28, couldn't find it. Found the House floor where it passed adopted on 3/6, okay? Couldn't find the stupid Senate committee, okay? And then I'm like, fine, I'm going to go find it on the 2nd because it, look, passed adopted substitute. Okay, by substitute. So it was edited, right? And which is all these things. So there's seriously high drama happened on the Senate floor with this bill. Okay, so this one is where, so what I did was, okay, I said, fine, I can't, where did it go? I have so many links open for this. Okay, so Senate Video Archives, okay, I couldn't find it on the committee, but I wanted to find the floor. How did I find the floor? It wasn't here. I think I hit Senate schedule. I definitely got the Vimeo open. I already looked at that. Okay, so 357. So go back. So I found Senate chamber. Is this how I did it? Do I do it up here? I didn't do it there. How did I find Senate chamber? Let me go back. Sorry. Stay with me. This has been kind of a mess. Okay, I'm done with house. I'm going to get rid of all the house stuff. Hey, Lori, I'm doing a video. Can you? Okay. We did that. I'm going to leave the main one open. Okay, that's all house floor. Okay, house. Georgia house. Okay, so these were the 3 videos. I found it in the 3rd one. Education archives. Couldn't find the education committee. House again. Okay. So Senate video resources. So these are committee archives. How did I get to the Senate schedule? Did I maybe find it through here? I found it and I just don't know how. It wouldn't let me back up into it. Maybe it was this. But how did I get to it? Sorry, bear with me. Let's go Senate. Just go click Senate. Rules, calendars, upcoming, Lieutenant Governor, Senate video resources. Floor. Okay, so Senate floor video archives. So it's found here. So back to this, I know I went to the live one and it doesn't make sense, like, because they're not in session, so there is no live broadcast. So you go, all floor sessions from 2018 to present can be found here, hosted on Vimeo. Boom. Opened it up. Senate chamber. Got it. That's how I got there. Sorry. So bear with me. You might have to go through and look at that again. Now, again, I need to find 4-2, right? It was on April 2nd. So now I'm in the Senate chamber. I'm looking for April 2nd. Boom. April 2nd. There's 2 of them. And again, I went through both of them. Now, these ones were a little bit more difficult because they weren't as big lettered as the House was. Like the House one, you can kind of scroll through super easy and just see it. That's not necessarily the case in the Senate side. Why are you not loading right now? Okay, whatever. I'll just tell you. It wasn't really? I have to click again. Okay. Annoying. Okay, it wasn't the first one, it was the second one where I found it. And the way, because it was so difficult to find, so 4 second, right? So you were using Grok, or you were using AI, and I kind of started doing that as well. So what I did was I clicked all the way through the first 4 second one, and it wasn't there. And then I went to the second part, right? This one. Okay, and so here's the thing. So they're in recess. Who cares? Okay, here's this guy. Okay, so look, it's hard to see because of the way they caption it at the bottom. You can't really go through. So you have to click. I'm like, what the hell? I hate doing it, but you can, once you do it, you can see the numbers at the bottom. So this is HB 308 on the top. So you're kind of just clicking through, but I got tired of doing that. So what I did, which I cheat sheet, I went to Grok. And I typed in HB 127 and I was like, what number? It told me that it was number 442 in the vote. It was vote, and it says that over here, I believe, too. Senate vote 442, right? 442, 443. So all these Senate votes is the number in line as they're presenting. So I went into Grok. If you go into Grok, it'll tell you HB 308 was vote number, I don't know, 427 or something like that, right? So I was trying to get to 440. So that gave me an idea of how far I needed to go. And I just, whenever I'd find a bill, I'd go into Grok. I'd be like, okay, House Bill 78 right here. What number in the lineup was that? And he would be like, oh, it was number, let's see, I did HB 131. I said 156. So 156 was vote number 441. I'm like, okay, I'm getting close. So it ended up being a 357. So 197 was in the lineup. It was 441. No, that's 156. But okay, so anyways, 357. Why are you not playing? Okay, so 127. So there you go. So at about like around the 4-hour mark on the second video, you've got, okay, I don't care about that one. You've got 127. It's almost at the exact 1 hour mark. So they're talking, so they go through the whole rigmarole. This is going to be all of those weird things that you're seeing back over here, like the tabling and the, all the drama that happened basically, right? Like, I don't know why this website's so slow. Yeah, so that's how you get there, and that's your key. So just to remember, so you're going to see a whole bunch of votes on this particular bill at that Vimeo at that mark, and then that's how you get there. You have to go through, you go the main page, you go Senate Video Resources, you go here, floor sessions hosted by Vimeo pops up. You go to 4-2, so April 2nd, and it's part 2 on April 2nd, right? And it's at the 4-hour mark. So I hope that helps. That's how you're going to get to the location that you're trying to get to. I'm sorry that Georgia sucks. It's a good thing you guys aren't actually in session, so you have all the time to kind of like click around and go back and forth. But I did ended up having to use Grok to tell me the order number because I got tired of, especially in the Senate side, clicking and not being able to see at the bottom there where you can't really see the bill numbers. So I got tired of it. So then I was just like, okay, what was HB? I go to Grok. What on April 2nd in Georgia Senate, what was HB 308 number? And that gave me the idea of, okay, so it was number, say it was vote number 401 or whatever, because I could go here and I could realize like, okay, that's how far away I am, right? If that's vote, number 420, then I'm 20 bills away from 127, right? Because you can see that's 443, 442, 441. Like all of this drama was on 127 that day. So there you go. I hope that helps.